and station on 2 for the tablet.
You on 2?
Hey, Jaws, thanks for hanging out with us today. It's really great to hear you. Lots of helicopter pilots lately with Sparkles in there the other day. Just passing out, I restarted WinTab 07, and I disconnected and reconnected to the Wi-Fi. It's connected to ISS SSC 2.4, but it's saying no internet, and it has the little yellow caution flag on the Wi-Fi symbol.
Okay, and thanks for that info, and we'll look into it from the ground here. Yes, helicopter strong down here and up there.
Helicopter strong everywhere. I'm getting a look from my crewmate over there, who may not agree.
Weird, I'm getting looks down here too.
Houston Station, Johnny on 2 for stow track question, step 195.02.
Johnny with you on 2 and step 195.02.
Good morning, Jaws. Super happy to be talking with you today. So my question is, I found this bubble bag called email prom unit. The part number on the bag matches the item part number on its step, but when I check inside, the name of this device is different. It's called Comm Unit Comp L. The serial number is still 105, but the part number is different, and I'll bring it up to the camera here in a little bit. But the part number is 357-305-0-02.
Okay, Johnny, copy that the part number on the bubble bag matches, but inside the name of the device is different, and it's serial number 4105, part number 357-3050-02. Okay, we're looking at the screen now, and they're right there. Okay, we've got a good view, and we'll take a look and get back to you. Okay, we see that serial number 105 and prom unit COMPL. Johnny, we got good views. Thanks for that, and super happy to be talking to you as well, Turtle Base. We're checking down here, and we will get back to you shortly.
Yeah, turtles and flies in space. In case it helps, Jaws, I did look throughout the entire CTB called ESA items, and I didn't find anything else called an email prom unit.
Okay, copy. So you looked in the CTB and didn't find anything with the EML prom unit name.
Hey, firm.
8 balls.
Yeah, 8 balls and flies well.
Jumps for Commander. Houston Station, Johnny on 2 for stow track, step 195.04.
Johnny with you on 2 and step 195.04.
Jaws, so I could only fit 2 of the 4 first and second gen CTBs into the final location. What do you want me to do with the other 2?
Okay, Johnny, could you serial numbers of the 2 that did fit and then put the other 2 back in the pan, please?
Sam, it's 4065 and 4356, also updated in crew comments.
Okay, copy 4065 and 4356. Thanks. Station Houston on Space to Ground 2 for Johnny and Stowe.
Houston Station, Johnny on 2, go ahead.
Johnny, for your question on that item in step 195.02, the item you found is the correct one, so you are go to packet.
In work, thank you for the answer.
On Space to Ground 2.
Houston Station, Johnny on 2 for stow track, step 197.02.
Houston's with you on 2, Johnny, in step 1902.
Jaws, no real issue with this step. I have the bottle in hand with the correct barcode number. I just want to make sure Houston is tracking that the CIR bottle valve cover is also on it, and that barcode is Foxtrot Charlie Foxtrot 1094 Lima.
Copies? Oh, thanks, Johnny.
Houston Station, Johnny on 2 for stow track, step 197.05.
Station Houston with you on 2, Johnny.
Hey, Josh. So the last sentence in this task is to stow the empty .5 CTB, but there's still item left in it. I see a feed water filter, barcode Alpha Charlie Sierra 0061 Echo
Okay, Johnny, copy. There's still a filter in there. Serial number. We'll take a look and let you know.
Okay, sounds good. Thanks.
Station Houston on Space to Ground 2 for Johnny and Stow Truck.
Station Johnny will be right with you.
Thank you.
Houston Station, Johnny on 2 for Stow Truck.
Johnny, with you on 2. For your question on Stow Truck in 97.05, we were expecting that filter to be attached to the feed water hose. So could you please pack it where you pack the hose?
We'll go. Thanks for letting me know.
Station, this is Munich on Space Ground 24N and the Columbus 24th network switch troubleshooting.
Munich, station on 2 for Anne. Hello, Martina.
Hello, Anne. We have an EASA activity for troubleshooting coming up, but there is an LOS. We wanted to give you an early go for step 1. We have switched off SUP2 outlet J3.
That is great, and you read my mind. I was just looking at that procedure, trying to decide whether to ask you to do it early, so I will do that right now. Munich, station on 2 for the network switch.
Now with you on 2.
Munich, Martina, unfortunately that did not work. There is no green power LED with the alternate power configuration.
Copy, and I think that's all for today, and we have to think about that.
Okay, and we definitely have a few extra minutes today. If you have another troubleshooting step, please give us a call. We'd be happy to work the steps. I know this is pretty important to get working again.
Thanks for the offer. We have nothing additional for you at this time, or we'll come back if that changes. Thanks for the moment.
Okay, thanks. Munich, station on 2. Did you want me to put the power chain back to the original configuration? And the second question is, while everything is unplugged, are you okay with me using a multimeter to test the current across the cable?
And on Munich here, please let us check on this one. We'll get back to you.
Okay.
And Anna, for the troubleshooting, there is no need to go back to the original power chain. You can leave things as they are.
Okay, I will leave them where they are. So, station on 2 for Rhodium.
We're with you on 2, and we have no deltas for step 3.
Okay, thanks, Emily. Central station on 2 for MSL.
Good afternoon, Vapor. You have a good field of view, and you have a go in step 3.1.
Okay, Andy, thanks. Central station on 2 for the MSG laptop. The LabCam 2 is set up to look at that screen.
And that's a great view. Thanks, Ann.
And so for step 3.1, it directs me to push the laptop power to turn it off. It does not appear that the laptop power is on. Do you want me to go ahead and insert the flash drive and then power it on?
Affirm, Ann. Copy, thumbs up.
Central station on 2 for MSL.
Go ahead on 2.
Inside of the vacuum bag for this sample that we're removing, there was a little cap, little flat cap with Velcro on the back. Is that, I don't know if that's supposed to be in there. It doesn't look like it belongs to this sample. And I take that back. It might be an electrical cap.
Copy. We see what you're looking at. Step. And Vapor, it looks like you're looking right at that where your left hand is. Cap for that connector right there.
Station Houston on 2 for Johnny. And a vague note about what to do with some tape you're gathering. Give us a call when you're ready, and I'll tell you what to do with it.
Pete, this is Johnny on 2. Go ahead.
Hey, Johnny. And so for your activity where it has you gather the expired tape, we'd like you to just stick that in a Ziploc bag, label it as flammable tape, do not use, and then that in the lost and found CTB in the lab.
Go.
So, station on 2 for MSL.
With you on 2.
And just before I cut into these vacuum bags, I wanted to make sure I've got the barcode matching, so 24 Papa Papa Delta Charlie 11 Mike. That matches the stow note, but the procedure calls out PPDC-C5, and I don't see that on the bag. I'm assuming that's on the actual cartridge itself.
Stand by, we're checking. And Vapor Huntsville's back with you. I think you have a good understanding. That's a good barcode, and yet once you open that up, that other number should be on the cartridge head.
Yeah, thank you.
And Vapor, we see those numbers. Thank you.
Huntsville station on 2 for MSL, step 7.11. The chamber lid is closed. Free to start the chamber leak test.
We cop chamber lid closed and ready to start the leak test.
Huntsville station on 2 for MSRR. The photos are on SSC 7, and the procedure is complete.
We copy photos on F2 and all complete. Thanks for your efficiency with that paper.
Yeah, that was fun. That's some pretty interesting material science you guys got going on, so happy to do it.
Your station joined on too.
Johnny, what's up?
Pete, just letting you know, I'm going to wrap the HDSCI cables in the lab, so you're going to momentarily lose KU video.
Works for us. Thanks for the heads up. Station Houston on 2 for Vapor. The IMS Stowage Conference is ready on 3 whenever you are.
For that, I'll meet them on 3 here in shortly.
Station Houston on 2 for Ann. I have a question for you about PWD activities tomorrow, when you have a second.
Station on 2 for stowage, step 197.06.
Go ahead on 2 for 197.06, I think you said?
For 197.06, looking at the constraint image, the NanoRacks Encore foam takes up most of the height of this long 2.0 CTV. So trying to fit the MSL sample cartridge on top of it in the base near the hinge there, so at the bottom of the picture, causes the sample cartridge to protrude like a solid 4 inches above the top of the CTV. I can get the lid closed, but it is not a CTV shape. It would fit much better if we put the MSL sample cartridge in place of the water hose, canister, and wrench, so on top in that picture. And then the other 3 items can fit nicely above or in front of the NanoRacks Encore, if all of that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense to us. ISO's looking into it. Stand by 1. All right, we're going to need a few minutes to talk about this, so we'll give you a call after this coming LOS.
Okay, copy that. And I can take pictures of both configurations and downlink them if you'd like.
Yeah, that would be great. Appreciate it.
Station, those pictures will be on SSC 17.
Copy, 17. We'll take a look. Thank you.
Station Houston on Space Ground 2 for Vapor and Stowage.
Right on, Pete?
Yes, ISO reviewed your pictures and is go with the swap you for that recommendation.
Copy that, thanks.
Station Houston on 2 for Ann. I've got a question about an activity on your timeline tomorrow.
Station, got in. How can I help?
Hey, so tomorrow you've got this XPWD troubleshooting activity. It's currently a placeholder. But as part of the activity, we're going to ask you to flush like 6 liters of water through that and then clean it up with towels for recollection. That's a lot of water and that's a lot of towels. So we were kind of wondering what your thoughts on that were.
He said, let me take a look at that, and I will develop some thoughts and give you a call back.
Copy, sounds good. The timeline activity doesn't actually have anything in it yet, but we'll take your thoughts whenever you have them. Appreciate it.
In Houston, that's right, they are red and don't have anything here. So when you say 6 liters, am I picturing we're going to fill up some type of water bag, flush it through the system, or are we just going to draw 6 liters of drinkable water out of the PWD? Is it water that, if it's not drinkable, would it be good for use for hygiene for us? Those are my questions initially.
Copy, that's a good one. We're talking about it now. All right, so we talked to Oso. He clarified for me that you'll be dispensing 6 liters. We'd really just reclaim it because it's been stagnant and we don't have any like microgrowth in there for hygiene and whatnot. So we think this will take about towels as well.
Okay, and are we reclaiming that, or when it comes out of PWD, I assume it's going into either drink bags or some other type of bag?
Copy, we're talking it. Yeah, and that's correct. So
in Houston, the reason I asked that initially...
Go ahead.
You go.
Yeah, so it'll go from the PWD into the bag, and then you'll squeeze it from the bag into a towel, and we'll do that 6 times.
Okay, that's no big deal. If we use a couple different bags, I'm wondering if we can just spread the reclamation over a few days, or if you have a larger bag, like an expired DIDB or something, that we could throw more water in. Those are my initial thoughts. The crew and I are looking at each other. We'll talk about it more.
Copy, and talking to Flight and Oso, we think we actually only have 1 liter post-flight analysis bag, but we're talking it.
Yeah, Houston, so as we're initially talking through it, we do have an old used DIDB we could donate to the cause. We were also thinking through some of the wastewater CWCs, something that could hold that amount of water. Then we could use like the CWC degas tool to water out of that CWC if there's an old one, and put it in a towel over a course of days rather than all at once.
Copy. We'll talk that over with Oso and let you know if we have any other questions.
So station on 2, Rhodium, lights off, 1625.
We copy, lights off, 1625.
Station Houston on Space Ground 2 and PWD flushes.
Station on 2 for XPWD. Go ahead.
And we wanted to give you a big picture. We've been talking about the PWD plan tomorrow. We looked at your ideas on the DIDB and the wastewater bags. Unfortunately, the XPWD team is concerned is once we would make those to the XPWD and they do the microbe assessment, things could get cross-contaminated and they could get false readings there, so we don't want to do that. So the current plan is we have a 1 liter post-analysis flush bag we can use. That means to get 6 liters, we have to do that 6 times. Last liter we fill. Obviously, you can wait on that a few days, save it for a day to put on a towel. So that leaves us 5 liters. We're allowed in 1 flush of a WHC to use up to 1 liter of water. So we know we can dispense 1 liter WHC at a time. And ultimately, we'd just like to reclaim all that we can. So our current plan would be to have you 1 liter at a time, try to reclaim it in the towel. At some point, if you feel like we've kind of hit the limit of doing that, then we do the liter at a time into WC, and then the last liter we'd wait and maybe do it the next day or the towel. If you don't like the WHC plan, the other alternate is we can fill drink bags, and then we can reclaim that later, but then obviously we're in the drink bag as a consumable. Can't reuse it.
Vincent, I appreciate the team thinking through this one. Our preference, I think, is we actually had talked about the WHC, but we did not think that we were going to go for that. That would be our preference. I think that would be the smoothest way to reclaim things. We have a couple of crew-deploy towels that can absorb probably about 1 to 2 liters at a time, and it takes them usually about 6 to 8 hours, maybe a little longer to dry. So if we can spread those out over time, that's great. So it seems like, I guess our biggest question mark would be what device are we actually putting the water in to store that?
Yeah, it's called the post-flight analysis bag. It's basically the same interface for the WHC main. So what we'll do before tomorrow is we're still going back and forth of how liters can go into the WHC day. We may have a limit of 3 liters, but it sounds like I think that might work out worst case, that do 3 liters WHC, a couple liters of towels tomorrow, and then save 1 liter. We've got great data from you guys, and then we'll come up with it, document it in the activities.
Okay, yeah, we like that plan, and we do have that 1 used DIDB that is a souvenir on our shelf that we can throw a liter in as well, if you guys would like us to. And great to talk to you, Vincent.
Talking to you too.
Station Huntsville on Space-Ground 2 for Johnny. This is your hand pass reminder with an approximate rise time of 1700.
Huntsville. I'm already in Columbus. Looking forward to it.
Sounds good. You're way ahead of us. Thanks, Johnny.
Station Houston on 2 for Johnny and your WHC activity.
Houston, Johnny on 2. Go ahead.
Sir, just wanted to give you a preemptive go when you get to step 2.2.
Sure, I have a go when I get to 2.2. Thank you.
Station Houston on 2 for some essay.
Go ahead on 2.
Wanted to give you a heads up that after this WHC manual fill activity coming up in about 15 minutes, Ethos is going to do a potable water bus reconfig, which means that you have to be hands off of that for about 15 minutes. It'll make like a train whistling sound as they move water around, and we'll give you a heads up before that starts.
Okay, thanks for the heads up. Houston Station, Johnny on 2 for WHC.
Go ahead, with you on 2.
The post-flight analysis bag is about 75% full, nothing off nominal, and the number of uses is 85,872.
Copy, 85,872. And Station Houston on 2 for Johnny, are you all ready for the 15 minutes PWD hands-off?
Houston, we are good with 15 minutes. No, let us get a final drink bag.
Copy, let us know when you're ready.
And Houston Station on 2, we are go for no PWD.
All right, copy talk. We'll go ahead and get that in work. You'll hear a whistling sound, and then we'll let you know when the hands-off period is over.
Appreciate it. Houston Station on 2, probably you guys see that the cap has been removed.
Yep, copy that. We have Ethos looking at their data, and we'll let you know when we got what we need. And Station Houston on 2, looks like this worked. We should have what we need in about 2 minutes, and we'll give back.
Be back.
Station Houston on 2, we got what we need. You can go ahead and put that cap back on. We expect PWD will be available in about 5 minutes, and I'll let you know when that is.
Okay, cap is back on the N2 band port and waiting for the call for PWD.
Copy, good read. Station Houston on 2. PWD is go for use again, so you can get a drink. And thanks for the help and have a nice evening.
Copy all. PWD and WHC, both systems are go. Thank you very much for hard work to get the station system back on.
Credit to Ethos.